The world map is being redrawn faster than ever, with changes happening at a pace that would have seemed impossible just a generation ago. And this time, it's not just about shifting borders or new countries appearing overnight. The old rules, America as the global quarterback, setting the tone for the rest of the world, are being erased before our eyes. We're witnessing a rapid, fundamental reshuffling of power and influence as new players step onto the global stage and alliances shift in real time. The unipolar era, with the US calling the shots and shaping the global agenda, is fading into history. Now, multiple centers of gravity are pulling the world in different directions, creating a complex web of influence that's harder to predict and control. It's messy, unpredictable, and the old certainties are gone, replaced by a sense of volatility that touches every corner of the globe. Power isn't just about military or economic might anymore. It's about technology, culture, and alliances that can shift overnight, driven by innovation and connectivity. Global institutions built for a different era are struggling to keep up, often finding themselves outpaced by the speed of change and the complexity of new challenges. We're playing a 21st century game with a 20th century rulebook, trying to solve new problems with old solutions that no longer fit. This isn't just academic. These shifts affect your gas prices, your data security, and even the climate, reaching into your daily life in ways you might not expect. The move from one clear leader to many competing powers brings both opportunity and risk, opening doors for new voices but also raising the stakes for everyone. The tectonic plates of geopolitics are grinding, and the ground beneath us is shaking, making the future more uncertain than ever. One thing's certain, tomorrow's world will look nothing like yesterday's, and we're all along for the ride as history is rewritten in real time. For decades, the US ran the global club, owner, bouncer, DJ. America set the rules, picked the playlist, and decided who got in and who stayed out. Its influence shaped economies, alliances, and even the culture of international politics. But now, new VIP sections are popping up, and China's leading the charge. The world's second largest economy is building its own networks, drawing in countries with promises of investment and partnership. China's not just a factory, it's a tech giant, investor, and a power with its own vision. From 5G to green energy, it's setting trends and exporting its influence far beyond its borders. Russia, meanwhile, plays the disruptor, using military and cyber tools to shake things up. It's not just about territory, it's about challenging the status quo and keeping rivals off balance. It's not just countries, groups like BRICS are building their own systems, challenging the West. They're creating new financial institutions, trade routes, and even alternative currencies. With power diffusing, coordination is harder. Who do you call in a crisis now? There's no single hotline, no clear leader to rally the world when things go wrong. Every global challenge becomes a new battleground for influence. Climate change, pandemics, and tech regulation are all arenas where countries compete for advantage. The US is still powerful, but it can't unilaterally shape events anymore. Its military and economic might remain, but its ability to dictate outcomes is fading. Other nations are charting their own paths, sometimes against American interests. Regional powers are asserting themselves, and alliances are shifting in unexpected ways. More voices can mean more equity, but also more danger. The world is more democratic, but also more unpredictable, as rivalries and disagreements multiply. The shift from unipolar to multipolar is tense, as old powers resist and new ones rise. The balance of power is in flux, and no one knows exactly where it will settle. The world's getting more complicated and more volatile. Markets react faster, crises spread wider, and uncertainty is the new normal. The rules of the game are changing, and everyone's scrambling for position. In this new era, Adaptability and cooperation matter more than ever as nations try to find their place in a world with no single bouncer at the door. In today's interconnected world, a country's internal drama can quickly trigger global headaches, especially when that country is the United States. What happens in Washington doesn't stay in Washington. It ripples across continents, affecting economies, security, and even the climate. America's deepening political polarization has transformed its domestic disputes into global risks. The fierce battles between parties aren't just local news, they're international concerns. The 2025 government shutdown sent shockwaves through global markets, rattling investors and allies alike, and exposing just how much the world depends on U.S. stability. Trump's 2024 victory and sweeping policy reversals, especially on climate change, had worldwide impact, upending international agreements and sparking protests far beyond U.S. borders. U.S. decisions now create leadership vacuums that rivals like China are eager to fill, shifting the balance of power on the world stage. Political deadlock in Washington can stall foreign aid, disrupt global trade, and undermine delicate diplomatic efforts, leaving allies uncertain and adversaries emboldened. Allies are forced to plan around America's unpredictable election cycles, weakening trust and making long-term cooperation harder than ever. The world no longer sees a steady hand at the helm, but a distracted, divided power whose internal struggles spill over into global affairs. U.S. domestic politics have become global events, shaping alliances, fueling rivalries, and influencing decisions in capitals everywhere. Internal divisions project weakness, creating openings for adversaries to test boundaries and forge new partnerships. In this new global order, a nation's biggest threat may not come from abroad, but from its own internal fractures and unresolved conflicts. The world's former referee is distracted, and the game of international relations is rougher, more unpredictable, and more dangerous than ever. Domestic squabbles now have global consequences, setting off chain reactions that affect everyone, everywhere. The stakes of internal politics have never been higher. With every decision watched and weighed by the world is watching and reacting, because what happens inside America's borders now shapes the future far beyond them. As power fragments, domestic crises quickly become global flashpoints. Venezuela's recent upheaval is a prime example. U.S. intervention toppled Maduro, sending shockwaves worldwide. Regional problems now draw in major powers, turning local conflicts into global chess matches. Sovereignty is under pressure as outside powers shape the fate of nations. In this interconnected world, no crisis stays local for long. Power is shifting from tanks to technology. Control of information, AI, and cyber tools now defines national strength. Cyber attacks and disinformation can cripple nations without a single shot fired. The digital battlefield is everywhere: social media, infrastructure, elections. Resilience means more than firewalls. It's about trust, literacy, and vigilance. The race for tech dominance is a new arms race, amplifying global instability. The future of conflict is digital, shadowy, and unpredictable. The global economy is now a battleground, not a unifying force. Countries are prioritizing security over efficiency, reshoring supply chains, and de-risking. Economic policy is weaponized. Sanctions, tariffs, and export controls are the new normal. Strategic industries and resources are guarded like national treasures. China's clean energy surge is shifting economic and geopolitical power. Controlling electrons may soon rival controlling oil. The scramble for economic advantage is fragmenting the world market. Military power still matters, but now it's about signaling, not just fighting. Exercises, patrols, and weapons tests are messages, shows of resolve and deterrence. In a crowded world, these signals are easily misread, raising the risk of accidental conflict. One wrong move, a collision or close encounter, could spark a crisis. Constant posturing keeps tensions high and resources tied up. Military force is normalized, making diplomacy harder. The greatest danger may be an unintended escalation no one can control. The world is more complex, fragmented, and interconnected than ever. Every decision, political, technological, economic, ripples globally. Old ways of thinking don't work. Everything is linked. Domestic issues are global risks, and local actions have worldwide impact. Understanding this reality is crucial for everyone, not just leaders. The choices made today will shape the world for generations. This isn't a spectator sport. Public engagement and awareness are vital. There's no easy roadmap, only uncharted territory. The challenge: manage competition without catastrophe. We need new forms of cooperation and stronger institutions. For all our differences, we share one planet and one fate. The new world order is being written now. Our choices will decide if it's a story of chaos or resilience.